Alright guys, welcome to the first clip of the video. We've just departed home. We're about 5 minutes from home and have stopped for McDonald's for breakfast. We have no idea how this trip is going to go. Ashley's only ever done day rides on the back. I've done a couple of overnighters here and there, and I think the biggest day I've done in the saddle is about 600 Ks. Ashley, you've probably done about 400. This trip is looking like it's going to be about 3,000, so I don't know what the style of video this is going to be. I don't know what I'm going to record, but I'll try and capture the trip as best I can. And our number one goal is to stay safe, and number two is to have fun. So, yep. Are you excited?
Yep.
Nervous?
Yes.
Alright, well, we'll have this meal, get on the road, and we're heading to Mildura today. So the biggest ride of the trip is actually today. If we get through this ride, I think we're all good. So yeah, we'll see you later in the video. And this is just the McDonald's and stuff that we ate at. Here's the bike fully loaded. First time riding with this much weight, but she felt alright for the first 10 minutes that I've ridden her. Like I said, we're gonna shoot across to Mildura today. It's very foggy at the moment this morning and cold, so hopefully that starts to clear up as we get further along the trip. But yeah, we'll check in during the day, take a few cinematic shots and see how it goes. Made it to a bakery in Castlemaine. Here's the bike. Ashley's gone and ordered the food. It's actually quite a big bakery in a small Victorian town, but we'll top up on the food, maybe get some fuel here, and keep making our way towards Mildura. How you feeling?
It's rough, but it's
Are you
good.
gonna speak louder, mate?
It's rough, but it's good.
That's a nice talking voice.
It's my presenting voice.
So I think we've done about 250 clicks. I don't have it accurate because I forgot to reset the trip meter, but yeah, over 250. We're almost halfway, I'd say. Actually, just like what? But no, we're going strong. Spirits are high. Hopefully by the time we get to Mildura, the spirits are still high, so we'll get cracking. All right, we're checking in. It's been a while since the last check-in because we've been just, munching the miles. But something interesting, I hit a bloody galah, a bird. I've never hit one before. I was doing about 115, and it came flying out of nowhere. And I didn't want to try and avoid it, so it smashed my bike buster and then smashed into the mirror. But solid, no damage. It did look like it died, so I feel bad. But yeah, I couldn't really try and avoid it. But look at this, look at the bug splatter. It's crazy. I'll be cleaning that when we get to Mildura. But yeah, we're about an hour out. Bum's pretty sore, back's pretty sore, but I think I mentioned it earlier, this is the hardest day. So if we can get through this, we'll get through the rest of the trip. Ashley, how are you feeling?
I need a treat to get me through it.
Mate, go speak up, mate. We just met some other travellers who they actually noticed us like a couple of hours ago in another town, and we've caught up to them here. So they're heading in a different direction though to us, so we'll probably not run into them again. But hoping to get into Mildura before it gets dark. So we'll take off now and get there in the next hour. we made it. My God.
Oh my God.
That was rough, but the room is, I don't know, oh, there's no light. Oh, there's just the one light. It's small, but cozy. It's just an overnighter, so it'll get us through it. I did drop the Vstrom for the first time. The slowest, most controlled drop ever. The drop itself was probably like 5 seconds, where it was more of a, I let it down. Of course I wasn't filming, but it was easy to pick up because it was not fully on the ground. So glad to get that one out of the way. But we're just gonna chill out. I'm not sure if I'll check in again until tomorrow, but today was quite an uneventful day. It was just about getting here, munching the miles, but yeah, but yeah, we'll check in when we do. I just realised my finger was in the shot. Alright guys, I don't know if you can hear me because I don't have the microphone, but leaving the accommodation in Mildura, heading to Peterborough. I think we'll be stopping in Renmark, so yeah, we'll see how today goes. Should be good. Beautiful weather. Maybe a little bit too warm for my thermals, but we'll get changed out of them if we need to. Is that number up there? Far out. Chunky. That's crazy. Yeah, I did. I've got it on now. Beautiful. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's so beautiful.
I know, it's so nice.
Alright guys, it's very windy. We're in Burra. We're stopping here on the way to Peterborough. And the road to get here, the Gawler or Gowler Highway, some of the most beautiful roads I've ridden on. And I've got some footage which I'll either play over this or I played it before. But it was so windy, and as you can hear the wind, it's crazy up here. But here's a view of the township. And then you've got the mine over there. And apparently this town was, what was it?
It was the 7th largest town and largest inland centre in Australia in the mid-1800s.
Which is hard to believe because it felt so remote getting here, but there's actually quite a lot of residential houses, but...
And then especially up there, if you go up that way.
Yeah. But I feel like we're in the middle of nowhere. So luscious and green, even though we're on the cusp of the outback. But we're going to fuel up here in Burra, and then it's just another 40 minutes or so to Peterborough, where we're staying the night. So we'll slog out those kilometres, get
munch
there.
some miles.
Yes, munch the miles, exactly. And rest up. Tomorrow's not such a big day, but we're heading into the Flinders, so I'm really excited for Moralana Scenic Drive. That's the goal tomorrow. So we'll keep going and we'll check in again. Alright guys, after a long day of riding, we've made it to Peterborough. We're staying in the Roundhouse Motel. Nothing fancy, bare bones, but it's got what we need, which is just a bed, somewhere to clean ourselves up, and somewhere to put our crap down. So we had a late lunch, but we'll get dinner soon. Have a little bit of an early night. Oh, actually, no, it's not going to be an early night because we're going to be watching Formula One. So hopefully no red flags and the race ends at a decent time. But tomorrow I think I'm going to change the itinerary a little bit just to be a little bit of a shorter day of riding, let our bodies recover. But tomorrow is the first day in the actual Flinders. Looking forward to it. Don't know if I'll check in again today. If not, I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright guys, I'm not sure where my last update was. I think before this clip I'll probably have some footage of the drive over to Hawker. Now we're going to head to our accommodation in the Flinders, which is at Wilpena Pound Resort. Staying in the glamping tents there. But the main thing I'm looking forward to now is going down, I think it's called Moralana Scenic Drive. So we're going to go ride there shortly. Just going to go get some water, get back on the bikes and go. God, this feels amazing. I'm on top of the world! Look at that, mate. Mate. Oh. I love it. we've just made it to Wilpena Pound Resort, and we've got the safari tents. It's a bit windy right now, but that's the entrance to the tent there, and then that's our view. Pretty bloody amazing. And tonight we'll get a fire going, but I'll show you inside because it's quite cozy. Right, nice. Before Ashley gets undressed. There's the bike right next to it. It's undercover as well, which is nice. I still haven't had to use a cover I bought. I bought a cover for the bike. Haven't had to use it on this trip yet. But apparently it gets pretty cold here overnight, so we'll have that heater running. But this is really nice.
Yeah, it's really cute.
I love it. Keen to get the fire going. And then that's the beautiful view. All right, guys, we had dinner.
Yes.
Back now. We got marshmallows, having our hot, not hot chocolate, Milos.
Yeah,
Milos.
Hot chocolate Milo.
Yeah, same thing. And we've got the fire going, nice and cozy. I don't think the GoPro is going to pick up the stars, but absolutely beautiful night other than the wind, but it's not too bad. It's died down a lot from earlier on in the day. So now we're just going to have our marshmallows and try and call it a night and get up early and watch the sunrise here. So we'll check in again in the morning. Alright guys, it's the first morning in the Flinders. Bit of a chilly one, bit of clouds out, but it was quite a nice sunrise. We're just heading down now to the restaurant facilities to get breakfast. I'm actually pretty hungry.
I'm starving.
So we had an we had a bit of a later dinner, but
Burned a lot of calories on the bike.
yeah, definitely burned a lot of calories. And there's also just the walking to all the different lookouts, and just walking to actually from our safari tents to the restaurant and general store. Yeah, it's a bit of a hike, but you know, I can't complain when you've got views all around you that are amazing. But I was just saying to Ashley that I was as much as I like having the rest off the bike, I kind of miss being on it in the morning. But I feel well rested. My body's got no pain points, no fatigue.
Very comfortable little cabin we're in.
Yeah, the cabin's very comfortable, so very cozy.
Yes.
I just had the heater cranked up this morning, 30 degrees, and then you step outside, it's bloody freezing, but that's all right. So yeah, plan for today is get some food, and we're gonna go for some hikes around the resort itself. And then we'll get back on the bike for a little bit, just to go to some other different hike locations, and I think there's some Aboriginal rock art, and yeah, should be a relaxing day though. So we'll check in throughout.
What do you think, Josh?
Oh, it's absolutely amazing out here. We took it's a 7k round trip hike. Oh no, 8k round trip hike. So we're about halfway now. We're at the lookout platform, the Wangara trail, and it's unlike anything I've ever seen. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I think this is probably one of the only big hikes we'll do here. Next time we come to the Flinders, if we stay longer, definitely want to do some of the longer ones. There's one that's like 16 k's, which I reckon would be a pretty adventurous one, but your whole day would be spent doing that hike. So that's not for us today, but we'll head back now. We're not going to get lunch because we had a pretty big breakfast, so we're going to hold out till dinner and have an early dinner. And now we're going to go back, get on the bike, and go visit some of the different lookouts. And there's also some Aboriginal art in some caves that we want to go check out. So we'll go take a look. Alright guys, that video that you just saw then was us pulling into Arkaroo Rock, where we're going to see the Aboriginal rock art. Here's the Vstrom, holding up well. Very filthy. It's going to need a deep clean when we get back. And the chain's definitely seen better days, but it's getting us along just fine. Beautiful day today. Absolutely amazing out here. So yeah, we're gonna go do this. It's only 3 Ks, so they say 2 hours return, but I don't know. I reckon we'll do it pretty quickly. So yeah, we'll get cracking. Alrighty, we're just getting to it now. It's actually a decent hike, especially in the motorbike boots and Kevlar jeans. And it's actually very warm. The sun's out. We actually didn't bring that much water either, so here it is. I have no idea how old it is. I'll have to look it up.
I think there was a little sign at the start at the entrance that gives information.
I'll put it on the screen. Beautiful. Guys, day 5. Excited for today. As mentioned, we're going to go through the Flinders now and up to Blinman, but through all the gorges and everything. So really excited for that. We're just packing up now. It's a bit of a bomb in here. I'm surprised that we can carry so much on the bike. It's crazy once you unpack it all. But yeah, just packing up now. Load the bike. I just went over it and just checked for any loose nuts or missing bolts and screws and everything, but everything's all right at the moment. But today it's going to shake a little bit, so hopefully everything stays on. But yeah, excited. We've had breakfast, had our coffees, filled up last night. The only thing left to do now is just get some water, and we're on the road.
Yep.
Should be good. Head to the Blinman pub, get a pie for lunch, and then down to Hawker tonight, which we passed through, but we're actually staying in there tonight, so. my god, this is amazing. I didn't think it looked this good. We bloody made it. We made it. Oh, I'd love to get a... Yeah, that's alright. I'd love to get a photo of us both, but... Nah.
Yeah, like you dip it there and like...
Oh, maybe. We're gonna be here for a little bit, so we'll see someone comes up. And remember there was that lookout area where there was people, so... Yeah, I know. It's really awesome to get a shot of me riding through the one up there. But that's alright. No one's stressed, everyone's just buckling, having a good time. Yeah.
So the dark brown colour is cuprite, copper oxide. The green is malachite, copper carbonate. And copper runs in veins or pockets.
Alrighty guys, we've actually arrived in Quorn. Now I don't know what I mentioned earlier, what our plans were, but originally we intended to stay in Hawker. But we got through the stuff that we wanted to a little bit sooner and quicker than we thought, which gave us some time to come down to Quorn. Also, the accommodation that we got here is a lot better than we were going to get.
Drive by them to bit sus.
Yeah, Hawker, they didn't have any options, so Corn's a bigger town, and we actually got this nice
last one they had left.
last room.
Beautiful.
It's huge.
A little kitchen setup.
It's actually not bad at all, but a huge bathroom. Huge.
Oh, nice.
Little balcony. So I'm happy that we made the decision. We're also now a little bit further along in our trek for tomorrow, so that cuts off a bit of the almost like 45 minutes to an hour that we saved now coming here. Yeah, really happy with that. But the ride here was beautiful. The roads were awesome. A little bit of wildlife, no kangaroos, but quite a lot of sheep, a lot of emus, which has been the theme of the trip. So many emus. But kick back now, go get dinner, and big ride tomorrow to the Barossa Valley. We'll stop for a few hikes in the southern Flinders Ranges, but overall, looking forward to it. So we'll probably check in with you guys again tomorrow. Alright guys, we've come to Hancock's Lookout. Absolutely amazing view. So nice. Feels so high up. I'm yet to clean the chain. I managed to find, they didn't know we had WD-40 in town, but they had some knockoff WD-40. But given that this is the last of the dirt, I'll probably do it here. I also didn't want to clean it in town because, I don't know, it just looks weird, some guy on the side of the road making a mess. So I'll do it up here, and it's not too dusty, so then after I clean it, it shouldn't get too much dust on it. But here it is. She needs a good clean, that's for sure, but it's doing well, it's doing well. But yeah, this view's absolutely incredible. What do you think, Ashley?
Beautiful.
Beautiful?
Yeah.
Nice. I love the green rolling hills. Got the sheep's down there. Just serenity. But from here, we're going to go down to Clare, some country town, and then to the Barossa Valley. So we'll get going. I reckon I could fit underneath it. I'm joking. Oh, imagine though, imagine the shot that would be. I've never seen anything like it. See if I can go around now. So nice. Alright guys, we made it to our accommodation in the Barossa Valley. Actually probably one of the nicer places that we're staying. Better be paying bloody, what is that, 340 bucks a night. And we're only staying in one night. But, how do I open this thing? Whoop. Oh, that way. Beautiful view. But we're really just here to rest up for the night, get a good dinner, and out of here early morning for a ride down to Horsham. But we were discussing maybe just making the trek straight to Melbourne, but that's an 800k ride.
Yeah, I'm
so
not doing that. No
yeah,
way.
she doesn't want to do it.
We're gonna have to rough it in Horsham. Well.
Yeah. All right, well, we're gonna go get our luggage and kick back for the night. I don't think I'll check in again till tomorrow, but yeah, we'll see you in the morning. All right, guys, day 7. I don't think we've checked in today. Quite a boring day. It's just more just transport to get back home. Had an early morning, good breakfast, and now we're about halfway, actually further along than halfway to Horsham. We've just stopped at a rest stop here. I'm just gonna slog out the rest of the kilometers, rest up for the night at Horsham, and then make the mad dash back to Melbourne. So yeah, I might check in again. I might check in some footage of the open roads, but let's get crack-a-lackin'. I've never used that word before. I don't know why I used it. Alright guys, we made it to Horsham. That was probably one of the more rougher rides that I've ever had to endure.
Absolutely.
It's just got really cold, especially once we pulled into Victoria. It was freezing. Like I think it only said it was 11, 12 degrees, but there was a lot of wind out, so it felt a lot colder than that. But glad to have made it here. I'm glad we didn't try and push on to home, because another 3-4 hours of that would have been rough. So we're resting here for the night, but we're going to take off super early and try and get back to Melbourne and home midday. So that's the goal. Yep. Going to get dinner now and hit the hay pretty early. So we'll catch you guys in the morning. All right, guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Last day of the trip, day 8. As you can see, we're in rain gear.
At a shitbox motel room.
Yeah, it's a crap motel room, but a cabin, but it got the job done. But we anticipate rain heading into Melbourne, so rather than having to scramble and chuck on the gear on the side of the road, we put it on now. Also, it's absolutely freezing, 2-3 degrees, so it's going to help insulate and keep the wind off of us. I also used the cover for the first night overnight. I've already packed it away, but lucky I used it because it was not raining, but a lot of condensation, so that wool seat cover would have been soaked. But we're gonna hit the road now. We're gonna just try and blast it all the way up to Melbourne, have a break or two, get fuel, and we'll be home. So let's hit the road. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but it is cold. The bike's saying 4 degrees, but obviously when you're riding you've got that wind chill effect, so it's a lot colder than 4 degrees. But look, I'm actually quite toasty with the layers that I'm wearing. The only thing that's cold is my chin, because the air's going over my neck more onto my chin. But if it warms up more, I think it'll be perfect. Alright, well, it started raining, guys. We're quickly having a pit stop at Macca's. Gonna get a coffee and keep making our way forward. Let's get it. We made it.
We fucking made it, mate. We fucking done did it.
3,000 kilometers. Vstrom did well. Super happy. Feels weird to be home. Gone away 8 days, but 3,000 kilometers, 8 days, and we explored the Flinders Ranges. So super happy. Awesome. See ya.
See ya.